Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we continue with our House Thenn playthrough, where in the last episode we took the Stony Shore and the Rills. So we have landed some wildling hosts, as well as replacing some of the Northern Lords and reinstating Northern Lords with wildling brides and stuff like that, like we have done before, to bring the cultures together. So let's have a look at what we've got. So up in Sea Dragon Point we now have House Forrester, House Redbeard, Chief Hanric of Sea Dragon Point. Down in the Blue Hills we have House Crowhunter, who do have some lands beyond the wall, I believe. Then we also in Withered Half have House Clanbreaker, another branch of that house. In Stony Shore we have House Letag. In the Rills, we now have House Riswell back reinstated, the young Riswell Lord, who is betrothed to our bastard daughter, Nosha Snow, to join Thenn and Riswell together. And then in Realwater Crossing, we have House Hardsoul, who is another wildling house. We do need to give away... Did we do Withered Half? Yes, we did. Clanbreaker. So we need to give away the High Lordship, so we'll give one to House Forrester. So we'll grant them the High Chiefdom of the Stony Shore. And then to the new young Lord Riswell, we'll grant the landed title, the High Chiefdom of the Rills. Makes things a little bit more manageable. All the titles that come with that, it sorts out our titles. I think we've got some for Beyond the Wall, I just noticed. So which ones do we currently have? We've got the Hold of Wolf's Watch by the Pool. Okay, we need to give that away. We should be able to give that to someone pretty easily, so we'll do that in a second. We've got the Hold of Deep Lake that we need to give away. Chiefdom of Thenn, Chiefdom of Castle Black, Chiefdom of Skane, High Chiefdom of the Upper Frostfang. So who have we got up here? House Burning Head. Now he's pretty decent. And a young lad, so we'll give it to you of House Burning Head. Grant the landed title, High Chiefdom of the Upper Frostfangs. Perfect. We've got the High Chiefdom of Skane. Let's have a look who was the new person here. It was some random Fen guy. We'll give it to you. Grand landed title, the High Chiefdom of Skane, including lower titles. And we've got Woods Watch by the Pool and another one. So we need to give out those. Some new... Okay, so loads of new houses of raised there. Let's have a look in our court. See that who we've got that we can give some of these away to. There's not really anyone over... There is the random Skane people who were overthrown. He's pretty decent as well. Let's give him then the Hold of Wolf's Watch by the Pool. And then we've got one more. We must have someone else in our court that we can give that to. Oh, we've got a Fisher. Ramsay Fisher. They have obviously lost their lands on the Stony Shore. So let's give him the Hold of Deep Lake then, just so he has got some sort of land. There we go. That sorts out all of our vassals and stuff like that. So that's good. That's perfect. I'm not sure where we're going to go from here. Obviously, we've got to wait for the truce to expire with the North, who we have weakened once again. He's actually a decent... well, he's not overly decent. He's got some decent traits, hasn't he? But we do want to obviously conquer more of the North. But we've got to wait for that truce to expire. We'll let things tick along whilst we wait. Not a lot going on in the South, really. Things are as you'd expect. I don't think the Reach or Stormland have expanded any more than they already had. So everyone's been... pretty peaceful, it would seem, in the south. Your wisdom and mercy ledger, I've decided to accept the suggestion of a betrothal between Robard and Seminder. Robard Fisher, yeah, so there we go. We're joining some more of those Northmen and free folk houses together. We should stop calling them wildlings, considering we are playing as a branch of the free folk. And peace with you, High Chiefess Hara, the Skin Changer, accept your proposal for a non-aggression pact. Perfect. Harmon Bowl, our vassal, is almost of age so that we can recruit him soon. Peace with you, I Chief Allen of the Blue Hills, etc. Proposal for a non-aggression pact. Perfect. I don't know if there's anything else. We could hold a great feast. Let's do that. Let's begin preparations for a grand feast. Let's try and get everyone else on side a little bit more. The old woman has finally healed, leaving... Oh no, the whole old woman! Leaving a grotesque scar behind. We're now scarred. That's pretty cool. I can't believe we're still going. Chief Ramsay has declined your invitation. Well, that's a shame. Chief Bjorn has as well. Lord Master Neg has also declined. High Chief Andrew has declined. High Chief Gorn. High Chief Morse. Okay, so a lot of people have declined. Let's search for a smith as well, just because we've got money. Let's make some more deadly weapons. Let's make a deadly weapon. Next, I think we're definitely going to expand into those Umber lands. That will be the next territory and wipe out House Umber. Your chiefs have arrived and time for the feast is upon us. The days are growing short in the winter, and when darkness begins to set in, the bonfires you have prepared light up the forest. The largest bonfires call the gods to us so that they may protect us from the others. We honour you. Do we have any dangerous factions against us? Liege Loyalists, Independence one. Who does have a backer? High Chief Gorn of Skagos. Right, we should probably send then. Let's improve diplomatic relations with Bear Island. And let's send our Child of the Forest Spymaster there to scheme as well. We don't have a priest. Are either of these priests? Not really. We'll go our wife. Yeah, we'll go with our wife. You can be our priest. And let's get you to convert the people of Castle Black to the Thenn religion. I don't think there's any minor titles that we needed to give out. We need a court tutor. Do we have anyone decent? Not really. We'll let our wife have that as well then for now. Why not? At least we can let our forces replenish as well, as they're not in the strongest position of late. They haven't had a chance to replenish because of all the revolts we've had and the wars with the north. With the bonfires still lighting up the woods outside in the dark winter night, you and your chiefs gather for the great feast the wise have prepared. Let us drink together. Vassal opinion increases by +15. Perfect. That's what we need. Want to get our new vassals more on side. It's a shame that we can't construct a flagship. I think it's because we don't actually have a port in our castle, which is a shame. Call court out of hiding. Why are they... Pansy loses... I don't even know who Pansy is. Send for a maester. No, we don't really want a maester. It's funny how we can actually send for a maester now that we have the wall. But yeah, we don't really want some Andal maester showing up, do we? With Faith of the Seven. We'd have to kill him else. So yeah, there's not a lot we can do really until we can start convert culture to Northmen. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be a go-ahead. How long is our truce with the North? Until 79-71. Okay, so not long. Only a year, less than a year away. The bonfires have finished burning for this winter, and the feast has come to an end. Your chiefs are returning home, but most seem to agree that the feast was well worth the trip. Perfect. So yeah, we'll wait for that truce to expire, then we will invade the north again and try and expand further. We'll go into the Umberlands. I think we did kill the previous Lord Umber in the last episode, didn't we? My king, my mission to Bear Island has so far been a success. Perfect, that's great. How many kills are we up to now? 52, not bad. Not bad, considering we don't have a dragon. Normally you get a lot of kills when you play as dragon riders from the sieges and stuff. My first raider, Asbjorn of Thenn, has told me about a remarkable weaponsmith residing in Whitetree. He suggested I invite the man to my court to see his work for myself. Yes, we will. See if we can continue to make impressive weapons. Chief Torwin the Crowkiller accepted High Chief Artus of Crowkiller's peace offer, which means we now need a Lord Treasurer, and there is literally no decent Lord Treasurer, so we'll go for Lord Clanbreaker for now. We'll get him to just collect taxes for now in Castle Black. See what we can get. Once the weaponsmith's craftsmanship has been checked by my most knowledgeable attendants to ensure the quality was sufficient, I received him in the throne room. He introduced himself as Master Kyle and gestured towards his numerous assistants who all carried examples of his work. Well, let's have a look. What weapons do we have so far again? We have a sword and we have an obsidian axe and a weirwood bow. We gave away our other axe, didn't we? Let's see if we can make a better. Let's see if we can make a better axe. I would not go into battle with anything but the very best. Hopefully now that we've built a few things, it should give us a pretty remarkable and special axe. I'm still hoping that we can get hold of some Valyrian steel. Hopefully when we go and attack the Starks this time, we can get that chance. The north is looking very nice in our possession now, the bits that we do own. I'm glad that they have improved Sea Dragon Point as well now, so you can have a ton of provinces here. I'm glad that it is a little bit more decent. At the age of 44, your acquaintance Morse Paul was killed in a duel of honour for the regency of Joa Glover. An old map. Oh, here we go. An old man with a map. This should be the Valyrian steel, I believe. Okay, my king, there is an old man in the courtyard claiming he has to speak with you. He claims he has something you'd pay a great sum of money for. The old man seems to be a lunatic, but, well, he claimed he had a map. An old map of Valyria where great treasures are hidden. Let's hear what he has to say. The beginning of a story. Before you stands an old, haggard man in his 50s. Well, or maybe 60s, so he's about as old as us. He doesn't look free folk, nor does he look like a beggar. Intrigued, you ask him about the map. The old man gave a smile the gods would be afraid of. My king, It has come to my attention that you are looking for a way to acquire a Valyrian steel weapon. As it happens, I have a map in my possession that may help you with your ambition. But before we continue, may I ask for an alcoholic refreshment? Your priest, obviously annoyed, quickly asks, why do you need alcohol? The old man looks a bit down at his feet, waits a few seconds and refocuses back on you. Well, my lord, because no great story ever started with someone eating a salad. Oh, good point. You have my curiosity, but now you have my full attention. I was struck with nervous excitement when Master Kyle announced that the axe was nearing its completion. The axe will be known as Cleaver. The axe will, everyone shall fear the Ravager. She looks like a marauder, doesn't she? We'll go with Cleaver, that's pretty cool. Would you like to give a name to Cleaver? Yeah, Cleaver. Let's have a look at Cleaver then in our possession. Is it decent? Is it a good axe? Quality 3, Lightfoot Troops, plus 5%, monthly prestige, plus 0.20, personal combat skill, plus 15, very nice. What do we have equipped to the Weirwood Bow, which gives us the same. Shame that we can't make another Weirwood weapon. The old man tells you he is certain about the location of the Valyrian steel you seek. He points to it on the map and appears convinced. No doubt the journey there will be long, arduous, and very dangerous. Purchasing this map and following it could yield great reward. I'm guessing that's meant to be put, but I'm ready and prepared to undertake this. Yes, of course, we want Valyrian steel. Hopefully it doesn't kill us, but then again, even if it does, it gets Valyrian steel in the house of House Thenn, doesn't it, for our son, Prince Gendel, our heir, who is very, very impressive, of course. With his 40 marshal, that's ridiculous. Who's his heir now? Chief Cregan II of the Wolfswood, who's not bad himself, to be fair. Our other son isn't too... Oh no, he died, didn't he, Sigurd? But I think Asbjorn's half decent as well. Yeah, he's not too bad, the Lord of Eastwatch. So, we have got many good heirs. The Fellowship of House Thenn. Whilst preparing for the journey, your priest suggests you should take someone with you on this journey. My king, I have assembled a group of people who are at the top of their respective fields and would be suitable to accompany you on your quest. The Great Warrior, the Sailor and Navigator, the comely healer, the old man shall come with me, a diplomat named Denaro, a learned person, the Great Warrior, soldier named Fashbinder. The old man shall come with us. He got this map for us, he can find us the sword. A ship will be required to travel across the leagues of sea to our destination, and though the dangers that will no doubt arise, therefore it is time to go down to the docks and choose a vessel. Build me a large warship. This powerful warship will take 1 year to build. I'll hire a sturdy cargo ship. Yeah, let's build our own warship. We can make plenty of money, so why not? At least then we'll have a decent warship. Got some revolts going on in our land. We'll leave them to it. The wildlings like to fight. They're happy when they're fighting each other. Yeah, we'll order him to stand down if he will. Maybe I'll allow it just this once. We'll lose prestige. I will name someone else rightful ruler of the Frostfangs. My son, Chief Asbjorn, has asked me to spend some quality family time in Eastwatch by the Sea. Yeah, that sounds nice. Why not? And we'll become close friends because of it. Nagbor to favour from Mar. Giants by... I love how we've got loads of giants and children of the forest now landed throughout our kingdom, which is awesome. Ridiculous amount of green seers and stuff as well. Who are you? Shera Snow, a bastard daughter of Pansy, our courtier, who is unmarried and a giant. Wow. Do we have anyone in House Thenn that we can marry you to? Wow, you're 17 though. We do have Innsbert, Chief of the Shadow Tower. Chief of the Shadow Tower? Has Asbjorn died then? What's... is there any other Thenns about? You'd make a decent match for somebody. Yeah, Asbjorn's still alive. Oh, Shadow Tower. I'm being stupid. That is Eastwatch, isn't it? You're Sigville of the Shadow Tower's son. Ah, okay. Yes, yes. Offer non-aggression pact. Can't do that. Let's arrange a betrothal with you. Do we have anyone in our court? Where there? Or maybe even a northern girl. Got Sherry. She hasn't inherited the giant trait though. Panzer's pretty good. I'd like to marry her to someone just for that giant trait alone. Showing that we don't really have anybody in our court at present. We'll leave that for now then. My young courtier has finished his education in military strategy and command. It turned out less well than expected, Harmon Bowl, but he has converted to Thenn. Can we now recruit him? Release him from prison. He stays with us anyway. Let's marry him to the woman in our court. Arrange a betrothal between him. Not a betrothal, sorry. Arrange a marriage between him and Panzer. Send. Perfect. Even if he is a hunchback, hopefully they'll get the giant trait instead. Our truce is almost up with the Starks as well, so at least we'll be able to go to war again soon to continue expanding our land. Hopefully we're going to get our hands on some Valyrian steel as well, which will be very nice. Prince Gendal's Shieldbreaker has declared Prince Gendal's invasion of the Haunted Forest. Can you end that war, please, dear son? Well, we'll let it go just this once, considering you are our son. You don't really need to be invading and raising your power. You're going to inherit the whole freaking kingdom soon. Valyrian Bowl has managed to effect his escape from my dungeon. That's fine. I'm glad that he's gone. Let's go away. Varamir of Shivering Forest Wildling Revolt has declared a peasant revolt from Shivering Forest on Magna Cregan. Okay, well, we've not had one of these for a while. Where is his host? Is it this one that's getting slaughtered? I think it actually is, so we're probably not going to have to worry about it too much. How much manpower can we raise here? 4,000. More than enough. Let's march that to take care of this peasant revolt. My king, your bastard daughter Nosha is responding very well to my tuition. Perfect. She's, wow, 11 learning. Very impressive, actually. Our money's still improving as well, so we should have enough money for our quest for Valyrian steel. We're going to get a nice cool ship as well. Wildling warship. Wow, look at Gendal's force coming from Thenn. The peasant revolt for Shivering Forest has ended. Perfect. Now disband our host, let it continue to replenish, ready for our battle with the Starks very, very soon. My prisoner Varamir Woodsmane is complaining about his dark cell. He is actually a Thenn as well. Release him. No, let him rot. We can recruit him. Is he any good? No. We'll be executing him then to the gods. As always, he'll be a suitable sacrifice to the gods. Right, let's have a look at the Starks of Winterfell then. 18,000 compared to our... How much manpower do we have now? 42. Wow. Yeah, okay. Declare war. Swear fealty. Yeah, good one. Invasion of... Where are you? Where are you? Of the last half. Send. Let us raise our vassals. Got a hell of a lot of manpower now. Got a decent amount from our newly conquered lands as well. More than I would have expected. Let's get them to meet up in Deepwood Motte. And then everybody else, well, everyone here, you can meet up in Castle Black. We've actually got a decent amount of manpower from Skagos now as well, haven't we? Not a bad amount. They are going to have to march through the last half to get there, though. So let's just march those 900 to meet with those, and then we'll rearrange the march, because there's probably going to be a decent amount of manpower coming from last half, I would imagine. We'll get Cregan in charge with Gendal, of course, on the flank, along with... Who else have we got? Mors Mormont is insanely good, isn't he? A queasy feeling overcomes you and you feel an immediate urge to vomit. That's not good. We are getting old. Lutrin is sure you're developing the bloody flux. He insists that you follow his instructions very well. Hopefully we can get better. To ease your troubles, Lutrin consulted the stars before draining a good portion of your blood. I'm not sure that did anything. Well, great. Here we go. Gorn. Who's Gorn? Why have we got Gorn? Oh, great. Peasant revolt. And it's ended straight away. One of those strange ones. That's fine, because we can't really be dealing with it while we're at war. Gendal. Cregan in the centre. Gendal on the flank. Mors. Mormont on the other flank. My prisoner Kagan is complaining about his dark cell. Let him rot. Is he any good? He's got decent commanding traits. He's a brilliant commander with some really good traits, but his martial is absolutely terrible. But we've stopped vomiting, so we are feeling better. And this host here is about to get attacked. 1,800 men. Let's put someone decent in charge of this then. We'll go with Alfin and Gorn of Skagos. They should be able to hold off that Stark host. We've got 23,000 men here now, led by... why does Gendal keep going in the centre? Has he got direct leader? I think he has, hasn't he? Yeah, that's why then. That's why he keeps... Do you know what then? Let's put Gendal in charge of his own host. And we'll lead this host ourselves. I want to get Cregan leading that centre. What did we have again? Rough terrain expert, inspiring leader, and unyielding. The departed. The ship is docked, fully loaded and crewed, ready to depart on our quest. Denario is alongside you on the bridge as you give the command to cast off. Let's have a look. Where's he from? Essos Valyrian. He's a lunatic. You make a joke about naval life, and we're on a quest to get our Valyrian steel. Your wisdom and mercy leisure, I've been appointed as your regent. I mean, we're not going to be able to lead the army now, maybe, though, which is a shame. Yeah, we're not now. So let's get Gendel in charge of this main host then, and we'll get whoever else in charge of this one. We need some more commanders. Can we not get any more commanders? No, we've got all of our commanders, apparently. A lot of them can't fight. They should easily be able to hold off that host. Starks haven't got a huge amount of men, have they? Here we go. 8,000 men here. Let's march those up to the Breakstone Hill. 23,000 here. Let's march straight onto the last half. Then the stragglers, when they finally get here, we can make do other stuff. Chief Gendel's now got himself a nice wolf pelt as well. Awesome. Oh, he's a berserker as well. Awesome. When did he become a berserker? God, Gendel's awesome. It's such a shame he's getting so old. We might never get to play as Gendel. You have a new heir. If your character dies now, you'll play as Gendel. Prince Gendel was always going to be our heir anyway. So there are a few thousand stragglers which are making their way down. That's fine. We can turn them into a new army to march soon. And the Stark host all seem to be going towards Skagos. Master Artus Cassell of King's Course was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. He is actually... Can we ransom him? Does he have any gold? He has a lot of gold. Let's just say perfect for now. Let's see what we can do with him. Can we ransom him? Yes, we can. Let's take the gold, because I'd normally sacrifice him, but I'm not sure what other events are going to pop up for the Valyrian steel, so it's probably best that we try and get some gold. After many weeks sailing the seas, you are growing bored. Perhaps something can be done with Denario to pass the time. We will play Shivas, or I will read a book. You have a game? No, we'll read a book, and it improves his opinion. I have a selection of books: The Lusty Tyroshi Maid, Naval Signals and Etiquette, Valyrian for Dummies, Review the True North's Accounts for the last year, and we gain 1 stewardship. We'll go for that. Improve our traits. And we've got another Peasant Revolt, which is quite annoying, but it's not that strong actually, is it? We've got 6,000 men here. Let's just get Alfin Burning Head in charge of them. He can go take care of that Peasant Revolt while the rest of our army marches onto the Stark coast. And yeah, they've managed to repel that army, as I thought they more than likely would. Decent fort level here, though. Do we have a siege leader? Gorn of Skagos. Let's get him in there, then. And that's take care of that Peasant Revolt, which is perfect. We can march those men back south. To meet up with the rest of the host, and Gendel's host was there anyway. Joa Green Sky. I do like that name. A skilled fighter, but really, really pathetic traits all round again. Well, pathetic stats. Execute imprisoned, yes. Sacrifice to the gods. See how many kills we can get before we die. We are losing a lot of manpower here in the last half, which is quite annoying. Pirates sighted. A lookout atop the ship's mast has spotted another Vassal in the horizon. As it comes closer, you realise that it must be pirates. Attempt to board them and slay the crew. Attempt to sail away and escape. Attempt to fight them using your large warship. There's a good chance that we succeed, so we'll go for that. Your ship fired its cannons at the pirate ship. The pirate ship fired its cannons at you. Then you fired your cannons at the pirate ship, and it fired its cannons back at you. This one's on for quite some time. Then the pirate ship was sunk. Proceed onwards. Hug your ship's main sail and proceed. No, proceed onwards. Conditions are worsening in Castle Black. Winter is coming. Let's march these 8,000 men onto this province here, Last River. Lonely Hills, Seal Shore. Are one of these new? I thought there was only normally 3 provinces in the Umberlands. Maybe one of them comes with more bloodlines. I know there are a lot do get added all the time. The Siege of Last Half is 1 perfect. Let's attempt another assault then. Get it completely under siege. Let's march over here. Let's march these 1,800 men as well. And we'll march these 8,000 over there as well. And then we've got 7,000 still waiting at Castle Black to come and get involved. Betrothed can marry. Who's that? Solvi Whitehunt and Wyler Knott. Yes, get those married. Those betrothals that we set up a long time ago with all our new vassals to integrate the Wildlings and the Northmen. And there we go. That marriage is done. Perfect. 9,000 men have now arrived there. Let's march those down to the last half as well. Storm of Water. Storms are common this time of year, so it wasn't entirely unexpected to be caught amidst one, but this was different. It arose suddenly and took your ship with a vengeance. The vessel groaned in protest as it was violently rocked back and forth by the waves, crew members being flung like ragdolls by the fury of the sea. A loud crack rips through the wailing of the storm, and you look up to see the centre mast toppling down upon your head, knocking you out. You yell generic sailing instructions. We're not going to die, are we, on the ship? This should be pretty easy to take, so we'll go straight for the assault. And the Stark host is marching north, which is good, so we'll get to meet them in battle again. Let's march on to them now. How well defended is this? Not too badly defended. An unfamiliar place. You throw up what seems to be near half the ocean as you stagger onto the shore. The storm caught you completely off guard, with your last memories being going overboard, being that of your crew desperately hurrying from side to side, trying to get the Vassal back on track. You cough again, riddling the last of the water from your lungs, and look around. With the storm still raging on as heavily as ever, you can hardly see beyond arm's length. However, you can make out one thing rather clearly: a castle perched on a cliff top overlooking the sea. I will head up there. On your way up, you hear a familiar voice. My king, my king. Looking around, you see Denaro rushing towards you. We're lucky to be alive, Magna Cregan. I have not found any of the others. They are most likely dead or still lost at sea. You nod, and the two of you continue your way up to the castle. It is unfamiliar to you, and there is something about it that unsettles you to the core. As you approach, a hatch swings open on the gate, revealing an old man's face. Who are you? What do you want? Denario says, this is Cregan of House Thenn. I am Cregan of House Thenn. I am Martin of House Gregor. I am Orion, and this is Armidian. Let's go with I am Cregan of House Thenn. The old man says, my lord has never been one to turn down a guest. Please come on in. You meet with the lord, and he seems like a nice fellow, if perhaps a little odd at times. You talk of your quest to bring glory to your family, and he shares a tale that there might be one in the region. The food they serve is good, and they have a large selection of drinks. I'll have some ale from Westeros. Do you have any strong meads from the Free Cities? Is that Arbor Gold? Bring me the finest Dornish one. Let's have something from the Free Cities, considering we're on a quest. The Lord comes over, pouring his drink for you himself. You think you see a flickering movement across your glass, but you think nothing of it. The Lord calls for a toast, but as soon as you drink, you feel a sharp, bitter taste beyond what you would expect. Mist clouds your vision, and the world starts to spin. At your side, you see Denaro collapsing the same way. As you fade away into the darkness, you hear the Lord talking to the old man. Fools, much like the others, take them down to the dungeon. Oh, great. You regain consciousness and find that you and Denaro are locked in a prison cell. You glance at each other and start to come up with a plan. Okay. Enact the plan, and we're dead. King Cregan has taken his last breath at the age of 60. He vanished without a trace. Popular man Cregan counted on many people as friend and confidant. Now he is with the gods and will sorely be missed by many. King Gendel II, being a talented and military tactician, we expect him to lead us to many victories on the field of battle. Long live King Gendel. Many years of my life have been spent dedicated to the free folk, performing missions and tasks in the interests of the Order and its hero. Today, all that effort has been rewarded. I have become the new hero. My fellows now look to me for leadership and guidance, and leadership and guidance I shall provide. You have a new heir now. If your character dies, you will play as Prince Cregan of the True North. He's a green seer, so that'd be pretty cool. Your father, Magna Cregan of Thenn, has died, and now he deserves to be honoured with a funeral. And we'll go with just the Thenn family for now. We've inherited a lot of stuff as well. We've got a lot of other stuff to do. Set crown focus in Castle Black, our new capital. We do need to give away Thenn, of course, to one of our sons at some point. But I think we'll end the episode with the death of King Cregan. We'll see how Magna Gendel's Shieldbreaker turns out. He's very impressive. I can see him being pretty good. He's got 5 kills of his own, one of them being the King in the North, which is awesome. King of the False North, I should say. But yes, we'll end this episode here, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, I hope that you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and comment down below if so, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.